It all began one Sunday in the quiet town of Karamo. Life was normal, kids rushing to school, mamas frying snacks by the road, and drivers honking like the noise could fix their lives. Suddenly, a new girl appeared at the town's main junction. She had light skin, a curvy body, and a soft glowing face. She wore a short red dress, high heels, and carried a big red book under her arm. Everyone turned to look at her. The girl smiled at strangers and waved like she knew them. "Good morning, Mama Tina," she said, even though Mama Tina was sure they had never met. She greeted Papa Limo the fruit seller, even smiled at grumpy Auntie Rena who hated noisy children. Some people thought she was sweet, others thought she was strange. But one thing was clear, the girl whose name was Lena already knew too much. That evening, the town was buzzing with gossip. Who was she? Where did she come from? How did she know everyone's name? Lena just sat quietly, smiling and writing in her big red book. The next day, Lena returned to the local kiosk wearing a green jumpsuit and red headscarf. Her hips swayed as she walked, and the book stayed under her arm. Kids stared. Men peeked. Even old Papa Dan forgot to collect change from a customer. The queen of gossip, Auntie Remy, sat under her usual mango tree wearing tight leggings, big sunglasses, and a face cap. She watched Lena closely. "Let's see who wants to take my gossip crown," she whispered. Lena walked up and smiled. "Good morning, Auntie Remy. I love your slippers." Remy was shocked. No one ever complimented her slippers. From that moment, they became close friends. Every afternoon, they sat under the mango tree, sipping tea and gossiping. But Remy started feeling uneasy. Lena knew too much, like what Remy dreamed 2 nights ago. Later that week, the market was noisy. Not because of buyers, but because Mama Jolly lost her red bra from the backyard. "God punish the thief," she yelled. It was new. From Nairobi. People gathered. Some laughed. Some were shocked. Lena, sitting with Remy, said it wasn't stolen. The neighbor's dog dragged it behind the carpenter's shop. Everyone stared. "How do you know?" Mama Jolly asked. "I just guessed," Lena said with a smile. They checked, and it was exactly there. People clapped and laughed. This girl isn't just beautiful. She's helpful. But Remy didn't clap. That wasn't a guess. She thought, this girl is hiding something. The next day, at the bus park where drivers play games and shout at passengers, Lena wore a short blue dress and dark sunglasses. Remy brought them fried dough to share. Suddenly Lena said, "Did you hear about Mr. Kato's wife? She cried all night because he's been flirting with that dry cleaner woman." Remy almost dropped her snack. "How do you know that?" Lena giggled. "I just hear things." Remy laughed nervously. That news wasn't public. She had only overheard it earlier that day near Kato's house and hadn't told anyone. That night, Remy decided, tomorrow I will follow her home. The next morning, dressed in a black shawl and long wrap, Remy borrowed a small motorbike and waited near the back of the building where Lena always disappeared. At 8:15 a.m., Lena stepped out wearing an orange top and jeans, red book in hand, and humming. But instead of taking the road, she walked through the bush path next to the church. Remy followed, hiding behind trees and pretending to pick leaves. Lena didn't stop until she reached an old abandoned school. She looked around, smiled, and walked straight through the wall. Yes, through the wall. Remy froze. Her hands shook. "What? Is this a movie?" she whispered. She ran back to town, heart racing. That night, she locked all her windows, slept with a Bible under her pillow, and tied her head with 3 scarves. "No spirit will catch me today," she whispered. Then, knock knock knock. She jumped. Peeped through the curtain, it was Lena. At 9:30 p.m. "I brought fried fish. You like it spicy, right?" Lena said, smiling and holding a delicious-smelling package. Remy was scared, but hungry. She let her in. Lena sat, crossed her legs, and started talking. She revealed shocking secrets about the pastor's maid selling his oil, the teacher who blamed students for his gas, and even how the town chairman cried when his girlfriend left him. Remy pretended to laugh, but her mind raced. Is she reading minds? Or is it that book? After Lena left, Remy called her Uncle Baba Luco, a local herbalist. She wore dark glasses and scarfed up the next morning to visit Baba Luco. She's not normal, Remy explained. She knows everything. Baba Luco rubbed his gray beard. She's not human. She's a gossip spirit, sent to expose secrets and shake people's peace. The more she speaks, the stronger she becomes. So what do I do? Remy asked. Don't confront her yet, Baba warned. Watch her. Spirits hide their weakness in what they love most, maybe her book. He gave her a small calabash with white powder. Sprinkle this when she talks. If she chokes, she's not human. Remy nodded. I will find her weakness. By the weekend, Lena had become a local star. People came from other towns to hear her speak. She exposed secret lovers, fake certificates, and even a couple's child not being theirs, and it turned out to be true. People clapped, laughed, cried, even fainted. But they kept listening. Remy watched from the corner, holding the powder. Then Lena turned. Remy, come closer, she smiled. Remy froze. Why not sprinkle your powder now? Lena added, still smiling. She knows. You want to stop me? You can't. Secrets are my food. Then Lena raised her voice. I was once like you, human. I loved gossip. One day I gossiped about a mad prophet. He cursed me. Since you love secrets, may you never stop telling them. Now I hear secrets. I live among humans, but I'm not one. My mission is to expose, to remind you, what you hide always comes out. Everyone stared. Children ran. One man fainted. From that day, the town changed. People whispered, avoided Lena. But she kept talking. Ma Sarah, your son is the one stealing meat from the pot. She shouted. Chaos followed. Neighbors fought. Church members avoided each other. Remy had enough. This girl isn't helping. She's destroying us. She gathered 5 brave women, including the pastor's wife and the chief's daughter. We'll send her back. At midnight, they met behind the old hall. They drew signs on the ground, held white cloth, salt, and Baba's powder. Tomorrow, we invite her to a fake party. When she sits, we trap her with powder and chant her name backward. But how do you say Lena backward? One woman asked. Just say it 3 times. They cleaned the center, cooked jollof rice with meat, and decorated the hall. When Lena arrived, she laughed. Is this for me? Yes, Remy said. Thank you for everything. Lena sat and started eating. Remy quickly sprinkled the powder in a circle. The women chanted, Lena Anil, Anil. Lena paused. What's going on? Show your true form. Remy shouted. The ground shook. Balloons popped. Lena stood. Her book glowed. You think you can trap me? Free the town from truth. Then the powder flew back onto the women. They started shouting their own secrets without control. I once blamed my sister for perfume I used. The room went quiet. Lena picked her book. Your secrets have weight. I just carried them. She walked out, hips swinging. The next day, Karamo was silent. No gossip. No smiles. Even children looked at their parents differently. Lena sat quietly with her book closed. No one greeted her. Even beggars avoided her. But she looked peaceful. They finally understand, she whispered. Remy stayed indoors for days. Then one day, she walked to Lina's kiosk. You're not just a gossip spirit. You're a mirror, she said. Lena nodded. People hate mirrors when they don't like what they see. Then let me learn. Maybe tell stories kindly, Remy said. Lena handed her the red book. Weeks passed. Karamo returned to normal, but people changed. They were more honest. Less fighting. More care with words. Lena still sat at the kiosk, but she didn't speak. She listened. Her red book stayed closed. One day, a little girl asked, "Auntie Lena, why don't you talk anymore?" Lena smiled. "Because now, the town talks to itself." And from then on, the town lived with more truth and less fear.